Hey everyone, Thermal64 here, and today we're going to continue on some more Crash Mind Over Mutant for the Nintendo Wii. Now we're here, right back where we left off on the last part, to talk to Uka Uka. And I do mean me, because instead of me, we're going to be talking Wii here. Would you like to introduce yourself, he who I'm referring to?
Yes, sir. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tuesday, and I am dying to get into this, so let's go.
Alright. But yeah, thankfully throughout that last part, we did mention like how they were very thankful with the whole scenario with backtracking on this. But let's see what he has to say before we continue on with that.
Uka Uka somehow used his power to energize the old Dominator head, Crash. Let's go to Wumpa, Crash.
So we have another teleporter. Alright, let's go.
Get inside so we can give Cortex that whooping we've been saving up.
So before we do that, something I did want to introduce here is that when we get to this part in the game, you'll sometimes see like NPCs sitting around in like specific spots in this and talking to them.
Here you can access arena challenges, Crash. The fights are demanding and difficult, but the rewards are just fabulous.
We do get more of these, and there are pretty nice rewards once you get past level 10. But we'll save that once we beat the game, which is actually pretty soon because we're already here with the Dominator. But before I do that, I do believe we want to mess around with the customization just a little bit. Just a little bit of a sidetrack on this. It won't be too long. I don't have any of these? Oh, frick. I could have sworn we at least had enough to meet those requirements. I don't believe you plan on changing it, do you?
Yeah, I might just stick with old school. I can't remember if you mentioned this before, but do the mutant skins give you like a advantage when you're fighting that mutant?
No, they don't.
Okay.
So, just quick. Here's where you can view like enemy data right here, the costumes of course, the play data of the game, which we're about 38% because we have all the monster upgrades, Crash's upgrades, the health upgrades, the optional missions, as well as all the story missions, which is all 2 left. So it's pretty big if we're trying to go for 100%. This is for all the comics and everything, which we'll be saving for. Yo, I don't remember seeing that idle animation. That was pretty cool. Crash, no. And this is of course for the cutscenes. And they even have a little segment for Tano. That's actually pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's cool. There's a reference to.
Yeah, honestly, yes. Okay, enough dilly-dallying with all that. Let's go ahead and continue with this. So we're going up inside the Dominator again. Okay. Unfortunately, there actually isn't too much to be displayed here. Oh, frick. Too much to be displayed here.
Resistance detected. Combat detectable.
Oh.
Because, like, all this is just for a section, just to be on the teleporter again.
Okay.
How about?
You're good. Oh.
I guess we're even. This is it. The final segment of the game. Actually, we don't even have to worry about that, because I think we have the glove here. Here we go. Anyone else? Anyone else? Come on. Come on, where are y'all at? Where's the fighting? I finally get the gloves on and no one wants to pull up? That's crazy. Oh, there's a switch. Okay. So throughout this section, the final section of the game, they actually end up playing the freaking title theme here.
Oh, nice. Fitting.
You know. Yep. Oh, frick.
Oh.
Oh, no. For some reason, countering makes you entirely invincible. I'll take it, but weird. So we gotta go through this whole circling, and these rails will be important later.
Okay.
Someone has taped over my show. I'm really mad.
Scary.
Seriously. I had a label on the top of everything, so I know this wasn't an accident.
Oop.
That's alright.
There we go.
Everyone, I don't want to bum you all out, but what's my spirit?
Now, these sections here have a little bit of a challenge that can be tedious. Because look how slow these things are moving. And it's very clear we're going to have to stand on these. Like, doing this helps
Nice.
a lot. You're going to want to do that. Thankfully, the barrels themselves don't hurt you, so just doing this makes this a lot faster. Dang it. That's okay, we can just go on this. Now we can go back to hit that blue door. Door number 2. Like, it doesn't look that bad, but that's only because I'm skipping through the parts where we're just sitting here waiting.
Yeah. That's good that you could make use of the mutant here. Get like a triple jump.
Yeah. And look at this. Shoes!
Hooray! A prize!
Go away.
Enemy spotted, master! Get him!
I think there's something here? No. Maybe it's another one of the doors. Oh, and they really have the nerve to put them up here, too. But yeah, how you're supposed to do this is that you're supposed to go all the way down here, then climb all the way up, fight all those robots just to land on the barrel. Get on that barrel, and then go all the way to that little path that we were on for like that little purple one. Just to get back on the barrel, hit the switch, go past those little holes where you can hide past the barrels just to do all that.
That's a lot.
It is.
Just jumping over it with the mutant sounds more appealing.
Far more. Oops.
Cool.
Put a save point right here. Right kind of them because we have a little arena fight here. And unfortunately, I do mean an arena fight because the only way you get past that is going through here. Thankfully, taking care of them with the Gyro, like the Gyro jackhammer is just crazy. Wait, am I hurting you from all this? Can't really tell.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, frick. Okay. Oh my god. This is intentional design, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Like I mentioned earlier, like in earlier parts of this game, and I think Titans as well, it's just how like the console versions you get the luxury of being able to guard while taking the time to aim.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's down, so we can just For some reason, they have to sit through a whole animation of reloading. Like, we don't know where it's coming from. Which, I'm not going to talk about that here, so let's keep moving. I wonder, can I skip all this? Yes, you can.
Oh my god. I'm guessing you have to go all the way around the room.
Yeah.
Or just, just the platforming bit.
Like, slowly climb up through those rails, the TNTs, all that up there. Just to get on those platforms again. It's not like, I know I'm probably making it sound like it's a really bad thing. It isn't, it's just that this is just a lot faster.
Yeah. But I actually like how they don't put a bunch of invisible walls and stuff to stop you from taking shortcuts and stuff.
Honestly, that's what I was first concerned with when this game came out. Because, like, keep in mind, I was fresh off of Titans when this came out. And I was like, oh my goodness, there's another game like this?
Yeah.
There wasn't like too many crazy commercials, and I'm pretty sure everyone's already aware that this game did not get all those crazy animated shorts like Titans did. Oh frick. I believe it's time for that cutscene.
Hello, Cortex.
I can't believe you dimwits are trying to ruin my plans again. Seriously, don't you have lives? Get a hobby. Woodworking or crocheting, something.
You've got nothing left, Cortex. It's just you versus Crash.
Good. I want to settle this man to mutant. I'm going to beat you, Crash, with my bare hands.
Oh no! Look out, Crash! Mr. 100 Pounds gonna get you!
Stop laughing. I'm serious. I'm going to slap some bandicoot.
Right. Crash, love him up so we can go home.
Oh, did I forget to mention I was going to cheat? I've got some of Embryo's mutation formula here to even the odds. Ugh. Oh, tastes like peppermint barf. Ooh. There's a hint of...
Oh, step back. Okay. The final boss is here. We finally get to fight Cortex himself. So, this is kind of like a 3-part scenario here. Part 1, he's going to be doing this forever. I don't know how he can do that for that long. He can't even spin forever. In this game anyway. But, part 1, we're going to need to use Grimly to be able to hit him out of this whole spinning shenanigans. Go, go, go! Now part 2, the more interesting one. We now get to actually fight him. Get ready to jump.
Come on, Crash. Let's see what you've got.
Honestly, I think this is actually a more interesting fight to actually fight him like hand to hand like this.
Looking a little weak there, Crash.
Oh.
Ow! Yes, that was a good
Oh my
one.
god.
Oh, don't you just die, Crash.
Step back!
For like a decade. Do robo minions, get in here!
And
Why don't you just talk?
I'm not giving you.
I'm saying,
Oh, this isn't going well.
every time he jumps, he automatically does the slam, which, of course, as you've seen, is an AoE.
That's the Crash 3 belly flop.
Literally. It won't do too much damage on the mutants though, but this will. So by shaking the Wiimote, you get access to being able to shake with Cortex. You can extend it either by continuously shaking or the B button again, just like our own. Look at this. It drains really quickly, however, and I think the combo for him is BBZ. Let me try it again. Yeah, it's BBC. Oh my god, I forgot about his heavy attack. His heavy attack is literally a 50-50 of him either burping or farting. It stuns the opponents. That's all you need to know. The Z can actually instantly kill a mutant on this, so actually insane. Gone. Not even an opportunity to dock him, just gone. Wait, I didn't think I grabbed it. That's fine. So with the combat part out the way, I believe it's now time for part 3. We gotta spin this sucker here to open a little thing right here. Now, keep this in mind that they intend you to shake the Wiimote the entire time. Imagine this without, like, pretend that you don't even know you can just keep pressing B.
Yeah.
You can pretty much guess what we have to do here. Geronimo!
Meow.
It's not fair! It's not fair! I want to win! It's my turn! Been trying for flipping years!
Uh-oh, Crash! I think he broke something.
Oh no! What did I do? Where are my pants?
Brace yourself, Crash. I think we're going down.
It was you! Ugh. No time to deal with that now. Disgusting freak!
I can't believe we're okay.
Crash, down here! Great job, big brother.
Wow, we're really getting a lot of this evil junk all over the place.
We're still not gonna clean up.
I know, Coco, I know.
And that is Crash Mind Over Mutant
Ichi.
story. Defeated Cortex and beat the game. And at this point, we could pretty much just keep playing to get to 100% completion. Which, now that we can actually go through all this, we completed all the story missions, but look at all these other missions here. Collect all the voodoo dolls for each of the locations we've been in. Of course, let's see, what was it? Big shooter. Fire a large projectile. Oh, I forgot about that. I'll do a quick demonstration once we're done with checking everything here. Stun all of these. You have to stun them as actual Crash. You can't be on the mutant for those. All the arena mini games that I've shown off earlier. fully upgrade every one of these mutants. Not all the mutants, thankfully, but just a few bits that actually contribute to the missions here. Now, even though we did beat the story, of course this won't be the finale on this. So, actually, I need you to jump out of this so I can try showing off the large projectile.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. So, if you shake... Well, not shake, but if you rotate the control stick... I really shouldn't have mentioned this in hindsight, but like if you rotate it like this... Again, this how animation. You can just fire a large projectile that goes really far, as you can see.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, all that's left are all the arena minigames, the upgrades, for one, the specific mutants, and two, for Crash himself, all the health upgrades too. Definitely gonna have to... We're probably gonna save that for another time in terms of finding all the upgrades, but we can definitely take care of the arena minigames next time. But that's gonna be it, and unfortunately this might actually just be it for the whole week, because I'll just save the arena stuff for the next session, because they can be pretty long. So, what are your thoughts on the story aspect of Crash Mind Over Mutant?
So yes, I really enjoyed the way that they told the story. I thought it was very unique. I've never seen any game do like the multiple different like styles with the cutscenes. I thought it was entertaining. It was pretty short, but I still enjoyed it.
Glad you did, my friend. I'm glad you did. Alright. So, in the next part, I'll actually just put it right here. Once we get back to it, we'll be taking care of the arena minigames. Starting with the one in... Actually, you know what? We're gonna start with the one in Crash, like, where Crunch is up there, up there on the Dominator. But before I do that, because I don't want to save it for too long, let's go ahead back into the house and check out the comic I was referring to earlier from that contest. The kids art pack here, and there's the other ones that we'll have to unlock later. So look at all these that the kids have actually made throughout this whole contest.
Nice.
Now, I think if you did get submitted, you actually did get like an early copy of the game.
Oh.
Wait, what was the last one? It was just right here. Like all the other kids who actually got submitted into this.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, let's see what we're looking at so far on this. 40%. Not too crazy, because like we are pretty much just needing the upgrades. Over 50 upgrades. Holy frick. But yeah, other than that, let's continue with ending this part out here. So this is Arturo Support sign out. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay insane, stay natural fuel, stay tuned to Just Radio Live. But of course, as always, stay wild!